Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, and we're moving on in the study of the journey. This is round number 30 all the way through 37. What we're going to do is we're going to take this whole thing and progress ourselves to a square. This particular part of the design took me about 8 hours to do because I kept trying to make sure that it will stay as square as possible. So if you cut on the detail, then what happens is that you're hoping it's gonna work out and it doesn't. So it's one of those ones where I kept having to try and try again. So there's gonna be a lot of excessive counting within this section in order to convert to a square. Get a lot of email and people always are asking, I have a circle, what am I gonna, how many stitches am I going to need? It really is trial and error in how we're going to do that. So what we need to do first is that we need to do an actual count. There's 280 stitches all the way around, so let me just reset myself and I'm gonna show you a really easy way to be able to find the 4 corners. The way that I like to start is that I like to locate where the corners are before I begin. It allows me to know if I'm missing stitches a lot easier. So it's something that I do. So that's why it's in the book. So right where we finished, we joined it to the first single crochet. That's just after this popcorn here, and you need 4 stitch markers. So just put 1 stitch marker there. The easiest way to count 70 stitches is to actually do it what I'm about to show you, because this is what I did for myself. Do not count the popcorn that this is sitting over. Start counting with this popcorn right here and count 10 popcorns over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This 10th one, it's the single crochet right after is the one that I want to mark. That's 70 stitches away. This is your next corner. So rotating this more, let's find the next corner. So don't count the one that it's sitting over. Count the next 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And just want to verify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's a single crochet after this 10th one. This is actually my second take because I miscounted. Can you imagine? I can't even count the 10. Okay, so let's rotate it one more time and get the last corner. So don't count the one that it's sitting over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's the corner there. Now that was the last corner going in, so let me just rotate it and verify that it's the right count going back to the original corner. So don't count the one it's sitting in front of, and this is where I started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's good. Okay, so that's my corners, and now we're ready to begin the 30th round. As we start the 30th round, you're going to notice that I bolded some information. 4 stitches, 7 stitches, 7, 33, 7, and 7. I did that on purpose because for myself I normally write those notes on the side of a pattern to highlight so that I can just jot my eyes quickly to the pattern. So when we start off with, we're gonna start off with the corner, and then the first 4 are going to be trebles. The next 7 will be doubles. The next 7 will be halves, 33 singles, and then you'll have 7 halves, 7 doubles, and then 4 trebles, and then the next corner. So I do that on purpose so that it can be easily countable, and that's something that we can do. So I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm going to keep a lot of the counting quiet to myself, but I'll tell you what that information is, and then you can crochet quietly or you can talk out loud. It doesn't matter, I can't hear you, but that's what that's what my goal is. So let's begin the first revolution for this section. This is round number 30. So we're gonna start the one that's marked with the stitch marker. That's your first corner. So let's get our next yarn ready. I'm changing the colors just sporadically. You can follow the book if you want exactly how it's done for color wise. So you're going to just go into that stitch and you're going to join it and then chain 4, which will count as a treble. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then treble into the same stitch. So the corners will be as follows. It'll be 2 trebles, chain 2, 2 trebles. So we'll finish this one when we come back. So let's begin to do one side here. So let's go. The first 4 will be trebles. So please do that. So starting with 1, and the 4th one is going in. So now we gotta get smaller stitches. So we need to build out the corners. So the next 7 will be doubles. So let's do 7 doubles. So we have 1. Okay, 7 doubles are now in. We're now going to get smaller stitches, so 7 half double crochets. So start with 1 and 7 halves just went in. Now we're going to do 33 single crochets. So let's start with that. So we have 33 singles are now done. You're now going to start getting bigger again. So the next 7 will be half double crochets, starting with 1. 7 are done. We can see that we have the corner coming up, but we're not there yet. So the next 7 are double crochets. So we're gonna get even taller. So 1, so 7 double crochets went in. So now the last 4 before you can see the corner, and it shows that my counts are right, is that it's going to be 4 trebles in a row. So we have 1 and 4, and now the very next stitch is the new corner. So let's verify our, let's just do one more side just together, and you're gonna start, so the corner will be 2 trebles first, followed by chain 2, that's your new corner, and in the same stitch 2 more trebles. I'm gonna rotate my work so it's easier on my lap. This thing is getting bigger as we've been working through it. So let's do one more side, and then that's where I'm gonna leave you, so I'll just do one more side to verify. So how many stitches of trebles in a row? It's 4. So let's count those out together. So we have 1. So we're now gonna get smaller. How many double crochets? Did you say 7? It is 7. Okay, how many half double crochets? Did you say 7? That's right. Okay, how many single crochets are next? Did you say 33? That's the right answer. So we have 1. Okay, so 33 are done. How many half double crochets are next? Did you say 7? So 1. So we have to get bigger again. How many double crochets before we get to this corner? Did you say 7? And finally 7 are done. How many trebles are left before the corner? You can count those right on the screen, but it's actually 4. So after those 4 go in, the corner stitch should be next. Let's just say for example that you had a stitch left over, then what you can do is just do a 2 together. So say there was an extra stitch here, what you can do, which I have done in the past, is that you put 2 trebles together like this, so it becomes 1 stitch and it fills it in if you have to do that. Okay, and say you're missing a stitch, then you can just put 2 stitches close to the corner into the same stitch. It gets almost hidden. It's not perfect, but you know, life isn't perfect. So finish off this to the corner, so there's 4 trebles total. My counts are right, but if yours are off, it's a way to cheat the system. So once that's done, you start a new corner and then a new side. So remember, your corners are 2 trebles, chain 2 and 2 trebles, and you can just reverse this video back, or just open your book and just follow along and do the remaining 2 sides that are left, and I'll be back at the end of the round. This is round number 30. So I'm coming up to the end of number 30. So I have my 4 trebles that are left. So by marking the stitches with the corners, I've done this concept so many times in the past with different things that I realize that if I don't mark the corners now, that when I get around it, maybe I miss something along here. I know exactly where it is because I know where the corners are in order to frog it back out. So before I used to never do that. So when you get your last 4 trebles in, you're back to where you had started, and that's one with the stitch marker. So you're just gonna finish it off with putting in 2 trebles. Now if you want to continue with this color, you have some options as it states in the pattern. So you can just do a half double crochet to the top there and then just finish it like this and then move on. But in my case, what I want to do is I do want to change the colors out. So I'm gonna chain 2 and I'm just gonna attach it, and then I'm gonna fasten off and move on to something else. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back in a moment. So we're now progressing to the 31st round. You're going to notice is that it has a circle and the sides are now starting to jet out. You have to take your time in building that out, or you have a buckling problem where the Afghan will ruffle. So that's why it took me so long to design. So I'm gonna be changing up my colors, having some fun with it. Life is short, and you can remove your stitch markers from your corners. You're good to go. You will not need those anymore. And we're now going to go to the 31st round where the counts in between the corners will change once again. So if you're continuing with the same color, then you can do that. You can just start and chain a total of 3 double crochets. So what I decided to do is not use too many trebles with this because it really does space it out. So now in the corners we're now going to go to a double crochet mode. So starting into a chain 2 space if you're starting fresh yarn. If you are doing the half double crochet join, you're ready to also chain 3. So just do what you need to do. So chain 3 and then 1 more double crochet into the corner. So in this one here the corners will be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, but we'll finish this corner when we come back around. Here's the counting for this round. The next 14 will each be 1 double crochet. So let's start and you'll count those out. I'll do it quietly. So we have 1, so 14 double crochets are now in. We're now going to go, and the next 14 will be half double crochets. I tried to design this so that you wouldn't have to remember a lot of numbers. So the next 14 are now half double crochet. So please do that. So we have 1, 14 half double crochets are done. Single crochets are up next and we have only 17 to do. So let's start with the next one. So we have 1, 17 are done. So now we're heading to the next corner. We can kind of see that now. I still have my stitch marker in, but that can come out. So the next 14 will be half double crochet. So we'll count out. So 1, okay, so 14 half double crochets are done. How many double crochets? Did you say 14? That's the right answer. So we have 1. If you're that confident with your numbers, after the last 7 half double crochets go in, you can just probably plow your way, just do double crochets without counting it, but that's depending on how confident you are, of course. So the corners will each be 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Let me just rotate this project so that I can take you through one more side just to make sure you got it. So let's begin another side. So 14 double crochets. So count those out. So 1, so 14 double crochets just went in. How many halves? Did you say 14? That's the right answer. So we have 1, 14 halves just went in. How many single crochets? Did you say 17? Well, it's 17. So we have 1, 17 single crochets just went in. How many halves are next? Did you say 14? So we have 1. Okay, how many doubles are next? Did you say 14? Should be 14 before the corner. So we have 1 and 14, and that took me right to the corner as promised. So your corners again are 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So please do the 2 remaining sides left. I'll be right back in a moment. We'll finish up this round together. This is round number 31. So I'm coming to the end of number 31. So I'm just gonna finish the corner of 2 double crochet, and if you like to carry this color going on, just join it with the half double crochet to the top of the first chain 3 and then carry on from there. Or if you'd like to finish the color, you can decide to do that. Just chain 2, join it to the same top of the beginning chain 3, fasten off and begin the next round. Number 32 is next. So who's ready for number 32? I am. God, I need a life. Okay, so what we have here is that we're going to number 32. So we're going to be changing our count strategically once again. So I'm going to start with new yarn because I love crochet, but I think color is really fabulous, and why not experiment with the rainbow. So we're gonna join chain 3. If you are not starting a new color, just chain 3 anyway, and then double crochet into the same corner. So let's go over our counts. We'll do one side with you and then the other, and then you can do the rest of the other 2. So let's start off, and we're going to double crochet the next 10 in a row. So let's count those out together. You can do it out loud. I don't hear you. So we have 1, so we got 10 of those done. Now we're going to do the next 10 are half double crochets. Do you see what I'm saying about the counts? I'm keeping it nice and simple. So 10 half double crochets in a row. So we have 1. Once you have those 10 done, we're now ready to move on. So the next 37 are single crochets. So there's lots there. So we have 1, Okay, so let's start getting bigger again before we get to the next corner. So the next 10 are half double crochet. So we have 1, so 10 are in. Now the last 10 are double crochets. So we have 1, so then you end up with the corner again, and you know what you're doing. You've got 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So I'm just gonna reset this on my lap, and we'll go start one more side together. Just bear with me for a second. Let's begin another side. So start off with how many, or I gotta finish the last double crochet there. So there's 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So let's do another side together. So the first 10 are double crochet. So we have 1. Okay, so 10 are in. My mind is wandering a little bit, so I'm miscounting in my head because I'm thinking about other things. Okay, so the next 10 are half double crochets. So we have 1, so 10 half double crochets are in. So now let's continue, and we have 37 single crochets. So let's count that big number. So we have 1, 37 are in. Okay, so how many half double crochets are up? Did you say 10? That's the right answer. So we have 1, okay, 10 are up. And if you're confident, you don't need to count the last 10 double crochets, but it's up to you. I'm going to anyway, just because I'm sitting here anyway. So we have 1, and the 10th one is in, and then your corners again, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So do the next 2 sides, finish those off. You can reverse the video back if you need to, and I'll be right back in a moment at the end of this round. This is lucky round number 32. I don't know what makes it lucky, but that's lucky today. So let's continue, and I'll see you at the end of this round. So coming around on the 32nd round, and putting in the last 2 double crochet in the final corner where we started, and then you can decide if you're gonna do a half double crochet join to keep on going with the color, or just chain 2 and still slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 and fasten off if you wish. So I'm moving on to the 33rd round. Next I'm changing the color because life is short, and let's do it anyway. Let's begin, and we're gonna do the 33rd round, and our counts are gonna change once again. You can see it's still trying to square off. It's not quite there, and we're going to begin in the corner. So if you're keeping the same color, still chain 3, and if you got a new color, just attach and then chain 3. Same thing as you know in the corner, it'll be another double crochet. So the corners in this concept in this round is the same as 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So the next 8 in a row will be 1 double crochet. So let's do the next 8 together. So we have 1, okay, 8 are in. The next 8 are then half double crochet. Yes, you can thank me for the easy counting. So we have 1, okay, and now those 8 are in. 49 single crochets are up next. So let's do those 49. So we have 49 stitches are now in. So the next 8 are half double crochets, and then the final 8 are double crochets to the corner. So the corners, which you already know it to be, it'll be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So I'll do one more side. I just got to rotate this on my lap. Let's start another side. So we're gonna start off with 8 double crochet. So 1 and 8 are in. 8 half double crochets are next. Okay, 8 are in. 49 single crochets are up next. So we have 1 and 49 are in. Next, the next 8 are half double crochets. So we have 1, okay, and then the last 8 before the corner are 1 double crochet. So your corners, which you already know it, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So I need you to do this all the way around. You got 2 more sides to do. I'll be back in a moment, and this is gonna conclude round number 33 in a few seconds from now. I'm coming up to the end of the 33rd round, and I'm just gonna slam in some double crochets, 2 of those, and I am going to finish the color. So chain 2 and then join. You could do a half double crochet join if you want to keep the same color going. It's your call, and I'll be right back in a moment as we move on to the 34th round next. Let's move on to the 34th round. Let's get ourselves started playing with some more colors, and let's begin. So if you've done the half double crochet join and you're ready to go, just chain up 3. For everybody else joining colors, attach chain 3, and then half or double crochet back into the same corner. So the corners are still the same of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. We'll finish this when we come back around. So we're going to begin again this side, and the next 8 are again double crochets. So let's count those out together. So we have 1, so we have 8 double crochets done. We're now going to put in 8 half double crochets. So we have 1, and now we're gonna do single crochets. So now there's 53 this time. That's a lot, eh? So we have 1, 52 and 53. So now we have the next 8 are half double crochets. 1. So I have a knot in the ball. Normally I would not film something like this, but I'm gonna take it out. Don't leave it in there because it'll be obvious. So I'm gonna just finish this yarn here. So I'm gonna keep this yarn going. So I'm just gonna take this out. I don't want to lose my counts, but it's right at the start of a half double crochet. So I'm gonna wrap and going in, pull through, leave this, and then I'm just gonna create a slip knot with the new yarn on the other side of that knot, and then pull it through. So it's not a deal breaker. Okay, so I got 3 in a row. So I gotta do, so I'm on number 4, so I'm going right up over top of the 2, and I'll secure that in with my tapestry needle later. Okay, and then the last 8 are double crochet. So we have 1 and 8. So now you're in the corner. So it'll be the same with what you already know. It's 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So I'm going to reset this on my lap. Just stand by for a second. Now you can't sweat that small stuff as in yarn that has knots in it, because honestly there's bigger world issues than a knot in a ball. But yeah, sometimes it's inconvenient, yes, I'll give you that, but most times it's no big deal, at least for me. Let's start a new side. We have 8 double crochet. So we have 1. Okay, and then how many halves? There will be 8. Okay, and then there's gonna be a total of 53 stitches going across for a single crochet. So we have 1. So I now have my 53 in here. The next 8 are half double crochet. So 1, 2, so now there's 8. Now there's gonna be 8 doubles to finish this side. So 1. Okay, so now those 8 are in, and then your corners are what you already know it to be. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Please complete the other 2 sides that are left. This is the final round of this major counting, just so you're wondering how many more rounds you have to do like that. You're gonna notice that it's almost a square. So let's continue this for the next 2 sides, and I'll be right back in a moment at the end of number 34. So let's finish the 34th round, and there will be 2 double crochet in the first corner where you started with. I am going to fasten off, so I will chain 2 and join it with the top of the first chain 3. You could do a half double crochet join if you want to keep this color going. I do want to give you some advice. I am going to fasten off, but I'm going to give you some advice about the next 3 rounds, which is 35, 36 and 37. I think they may work together for a visual interest, and we'll talk about that next. So in the book we have 35, 36 and 37. 35, 36 and 37. Do you see how I use the same color to go? It really does frame this quite nicely. What I'm thinking about this particular example that I'm doing today is that I'm thinking about keeping 35 and 37 to be the same color, and letting these cross beams be a different color, like a different ladder. So you may want to think about that. Also, the excessive counting is now done. Everything is just straight double crochets as we're going across now, and all this changing out those half double crochet singles is a thing of the past for this particular transition to the square. Let's move on to the 35th round next. So the instructions time wise on the tutorial will get faster now because it's a nice easy repeating now and you're gonna begin. So if you've done your half double crochet and you did a half double crochet join, just chain 3, and for those that fastened off, just attach and chain 3, and you're going to double crochet into the same one space. So just slam in 1 double crochet in each of the stitches going all the way across. On the corners you want to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and that's all you have to do for round number 35. So the excessive counting is done. So sit back and enjoy, and I'll be right back in a moment at the end of the 35th round. So I'm coming all the way back around on the 35th round, and I'm gonna finish this corner, 2 double crochet, And you can keep the color going if you want to, or just dare to be different. I'm going to end the color so that I can get some peekaboo ladder concepts going. So I'm gonna end this and I'll be right back as we kick off the 36th round next. So let's begin the 36th round. Almost done. And then we're going to start in the corner. If you're starting with a half double crochet join and keeping the same color, just chain 3. If you're adding new color, just attach and chain 3. And then put another double crochet here in the corner. So the corners will still be the same of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and we'll finish this one when we come back. This is a really easy round. You're gonna chain up 1 and skip the first double crochet and go immediately to the second, like that. And you're gonna do this. This round here, you wanna know a secret, is what keeps it square. So it allows the flexibility of any of the rounding to be kind of squared off. But don't tell anybody, it's you're my secret. So you're gonna skip the next one. So I've chained 1, skip the next one, and double crochet in the next. Right? And then chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. Nice and easy. You're gonna do that and I'll see you on the first corner to make sure that you're turning properly, and I'll be back in just a few seconds from now. So I'm coming up to the first corner. I'm thinking actually the next round I'm gonna do a completely different color instead of yellow. You know, crocheter's choice. So skipping 1, double crochet the next. You should have 1, so chain 1, you should have 1 double crochet left that you're not gonna do anything with, and you're just gonna go immediately into the corner. So it's the last one you skip. So you'll do your corner of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and then when you kick off the next side, chain 1 after the corner, skip the first one out from the corner and go right to the second, and then chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet the next. You'll do that all the way around. This is round number 36. So I gotta think about my colors when I come back around. Am I gonna be consistent or am I gonna be unpredictable? Who knows? I'll make a decision as I'm off camera. I'll see you back here in a few seconds. Okay, coming to the end of number 36, chain 1, skip the last one, and then put 2 double crochet in. And if you would like to carry on this color, just half double crochet and join. If not, just chain 2 and go to the top of the first chain 3. I am gonna finish this color. I'm just gonna decide what I want to do for colors, but I am gonna do something else because yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. So let's do the final round. I've decided on this gray. If I'm wrong, oh well. You only live once, right? So you're gonna come into the corner, and if you're just keeping the same color, just chain a total of 1. If you are doing this one here and adding new color, let's do a standing single crochet instead. And so you're just gonna put it onto the hook, go right into the corner, pull through, and then pull through the 2. That's a standing single crochet. So in this particular round, in the corners are gonna be 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet. So we'll finish this one when we come back around. So just put in a single crochet into each one of the stitches. If there's a chain 1 space, fill it in. This is what's going to make that blue do a peekaboo color of like a ladder. So come into the next double and then go right into the space for the next, and you will do this all the way around. And again, your corners are 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, and you can see it does a really cool job of just kind of making that stand out on its own. I will be back in just a moment to conclude today's segment of the video. So I'm coming around to the end of number 37, my friends. The journey is over for now. I am going to chain 2. If you'd like to keep this going for the next segment, you can do that. And we're just gonna end this for now. So you know what, it's been fun. It's been a long afternoon. This is November 20th actually, 2021. I spent the Saturday afternoon filming this, and I just think it's a good time. So until next time, it's Mikey, this is my heart, is Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends at yarnspirations.com. We'll see you in the next segment in the study of the journey. We'll see you. Bye-bye.